welcome to episode 36, preview round 22. And in this episode, me and Matho, we give a shout out to the recent retirees. There's two big names calling quits in their career, and it's sad AF. Oh, then it's our favourite segment, Joe asks, and he wants to know about coaching contracts. Should they just see out the year, or should they just get rid of him 3 games to go? Oh no, my lilies are dying, I've got to change them. Then me and Matho talk about we just want some fresh faces in the AFL. We see him all the time. It's radio, podcast, AFL website, and then they commentate the same night. Can we get a little change up or something for the fans? Then as we do, baby, this might be the most boring round going, but we still preview 3 big games. We have the Hawks and Pies. Oh, Thursday night footy, let's go. And I didn't even realise there's a grand final rematch going on. It is a Lions versus Swans 4:15 on Saturday. We delve into that. Oh, I didn't see that. I jumped on board this year. The Suns are taking on my former club, the Coltan Football Club, the Blues. Quick tips, and then we are outski. If you're still here, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. If you're listening, please just follow us on whatever it may be. It goes a long way to feeding my family. And action.
Yo, we are back.
We are back, baby. It is episode 36, preview round 22, and there's not much going on in the footy world bar the things we're going to talk about today, but I don't know. I just had a look around. We've been browsing, and we can have our own talking points, but I find that it's easier having our opinion as an ex-professional athlete than just making up shit, because the only way you do well in that is if you talk bad about someone. Correct. Which we aren't about, baby. We're all about fucking praising.
We don't get many headlines unless we're going against the NRL boys. That's about it.
Really, mate. I was actually watching their stuff the other day, Willie and fucking, what's his name? Hoddle.
Yep.
Yeah. So, hey, mate, what's going on? You just came from legs because you were huffing and puffing when you walked in. He literally came up here, had a little look around, and then from there, behind the camera to here, he sat down like...
That's how I'm normally in the mic. But nothing gets me up again like doing the podcast. So I come in, I'm hanging out of my ass, come back in here, and I get G'd up. So
actually, you fucking yawn the whole way through too.
That means I'm focused. So it's a sign of focus.
You're using that again. I know why you're using that. It is. Well, you're at the Lions then?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, okay. If they see players like yawning and stuff in meetings, it's not because they're not interested or they're tired or whatever it may be. It's because they're focused.
Yeah, it is. And it always happens to me in leg day too. I'm always yawning through my sets. So
I don't miss doing leg day with you. Man, I actually spewed up one time on the way home.
Yeah, it's not good.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't make you feel so exhausted, but it does.
It's the one day I'm nervous about, and I mean, I've done a lot of lifting sessions. I'm still nervous about going in for leg day every single day.
What are you more nervous about, a 3K or leg day?
Oh.
Okay, let's say the leg day was with like someone you haven't done it with before, and you know they're a superhuman athlete.
Oh, leg day, man.
Yeah,
leg day.
More nervous for that?
Yeah.
Then 15, 13, 12. What did you run? What was your best PB?
My
11?
10:30 in my last season. So I got to a base where I was like, meh. I've done the training. I know I'm going to beat my time. I'm in these new runners with the extra height in the heel on the track. My time's on the grass.
Eli Smith.
Yeah, I got to a stage where I was like, I know I'm going to beat my time. Yeah. I've been training with these boys. I'm not that far off it. I'm just got to
10:30 is good.
Run a bit smarter. Yeah, for my weight and stuff.
No, 10:30 is good.
And I was never a good runner.
Average Joe Blow. They're not getting that.
Yeah, I was never a good runner. I was always about power in the gym.
Went nutty one off.
So yeah, I did. But leg days suck, but nothing gets me up like coming in and doing the podcast with you guys. Yeah, I love it.
It's going to be short and sharp, but that's not my penis we're talking about. We're talking about the episode.
Well, that's why we're called Rip Through It, just so everyone knows. We just try to bang them out, get to the good talking points, try to give you some stuff to think about, and that's why we don't want to sit here for an hour and a half. I
don't listen to potties. I don't listen to any podcast. I watch like a little bit of highlights of other people's stuff here and there, and that's it. I can't sit there and listen.
Main clips, main talking points, short clips, and that's what we're about. If you guys hadn't worked out the name, that is why it is called Rip Through It. We try to get through it as quick as we can, but with some good, decent talking points.
All right, I also want to give a shout out to a couple of blokes that retired, and to the public, they're much loved.
Yeah.
One in particular, absolutely love the bloke, but Travis Boak is also retired, and I think he's like 7th on the all-time games list.
Which is captain of Red Bull?
Yeah.
He's legit the captain of Red Bull. Well done.
No, he is, and he's cool as hell. Yeah. Like with the stuff he does, ultimate professional. You can only wonder why he gets so many games out. He does anything and everything to get his body better. Yeah. He's one of those Petrarca guys who goes overseas and does all the stuff with Red Bull, which is cool as hell.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Boak here wouldn't mind coming there and seeing how Red Bull does bodybuilding if they're into that thing. So if you think about that, Trav, and you want to do that after your season, get me on board.
That's true. I did hit up Red Bull after I signed with Monster and be like, oh, can me, Matho, do some stuff? And like, weren't you with Monster? You left it for Monster? I'm like, yeah. And he was nah.
Matho didn't leave for anyone.
I was like, Matho didn't leave for no one, but you took a fridge off me and gave it back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you still got it?
I've still got it.
But the other one is I played with him in the Australian team. We played against Ireland in 2011. And I was a bit of a wild child, obviously, around that time. And
Still are?
Still. No,
Actually, no, you're not.
No, I'm an actual loser right now. I don't do anything.
We're nerds.
Full nerd. I'm a
nerds.
homebody nerd.
Yeah,
I actually I enjoy my own time not doing and waking
the boys
up
are telling me I'm scared of beers now.
You are though.
But
no, because we went out for drinks. Like I hadn't seen Barry, who was it, Bailey and someone else?
Rayner.
I hadn't seen them for ages. Like in that kind of setting.
Yeah.
You came there with your boyfriend Ben Cole. You guys didn't drink, and I was like, I'm gonna have a few drinks tonight. And you're like, nah, can't do it.
I can't do it,
and
man.
he smoke bombed, and I was just.
I can't do it.
I went sober, got kicked out of the establishment, so I was happy with this. The old me came out.
I've invested so much into the lifting, into my body, into products. It just feels like a waste for me at this point in time, unless Brisbane are in the granny.
Hey, it's not about us. I was talking about Callan Ward. What the fuck?
Get onto it.
Yeah, sorry. No, sorry. 2011, we shared a room, and funny story, actually. I was like just hanging out when we were having a few beers because it was more of a drinking trip. It had nothing to do with playing Gaelic footy against Ireland. One of the nights, I think Rodney was our coach, and obviously he knew him at the Bulldogs, and we were down Torquay having a lot of drinks and stuff, and he's like, oh, can you prank this guy? Like, it'd be funny as. And obviously he changed the name in his phone to like some random name, and I called the number, and I was like, drunk as, I was talking shit to him, like saying, oh, is a refrigerator running type thing. Oh, he goes, yeah, we'll go chase it. All that kind of like stupid
And you
stuff.
wouldn't have thought twice about
I
it.
didn't think twice.
Give me the phone.
I was like, who the hell are you talking? Like, I don't know who this is.
I'll
call.
do it. Yeah.
The next day in the meeting, Rodney Eade was like, who the fuck called me last night? And like he went off. It was Rocket Eade.
Yeah.
For real. I seen it in the flesh.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. Because I kind of blacked out and forgot about it. But they told me after the phone call, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't be in this team to start off with. I think I was only injuries and I had a dominant year. And then I did that, and I was like, I'm going to get sent home or something.
Did Rocket know it was you by the end of it all?
I think they told him. Wow. I think everyone told him because like
end of the trip or just
I think it was the end of the trip because
that's all right.
We got pumped the first game,
yeah.
and he sprayed us for like, okay, you boys are taking this not serious at all.
Yeah,
we got pumped the second game too, but we did better. But yeah, he told him after that, after we had a little break-up drinks and stuff. But that was Callan Ward. He set me up for that, and I loved playing against him when he was at the Bulldogs and GWS, but more so the Bulldogs. He's a young up-and-coming player, and we used to go head-to-head a lot, and he's got some funny stories.
So what did you love about him, though? Like, just his gameplay? The way he played the game?
The way he played the game. Like, he was my favourite player.
Yeah.
For ages. Like, I just loved playing against him, and he didn't take a backward step, and he wasn't dirty, he wasn't any of this.
No, it was just hard,
Didn't talk shit, and he's just a hard, good leader, great bloke, like one of the best blokes you'll meet, and just sad to see him finish up on the way it finished, because he was contributing to the team, and they're going to play finals, you'd think. So sad, but he's already one foot out the door as well, because his partner and his kids are in Melbourne, and he was only up there for one more year. And he's going to go back there and do his thing. I don't know what's next for him. He's a smart guy, so.
But the career will always overshadow how it ended.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks the way it ended, but he's going to be a champion. And I think, did GWS claim him? Like, are they his?
Yeah, he was there. Like,
I don't know how
first
many years
captain, biggest signing. So he's GWS.
Yeah, okay, he's GWS. But that's it. And it's our favourite segment, and we're going to off the bat. This is our favourite segment. It is Joe Ask, baby, and he wants to know, should coaches be able to see out their season contract? The season contract, so you can fire them if you want.
Yeah.
But if it's mid-year, if it's round 21, whatever it may be, if they're doing that bad, that they have the opportunity to see out the whole season. So, case point, Simon Goodwin.
Yeah.
1 in 4 coaches to win a premiership with the Melbourne Demons in their long-ass history. He built that team up. He didn't take over someone who was already making them fly. They sucked, and then he came in and they won a granny. They've been in the finals for like, I don't know, a few years in a row, probably 3 or 4 years in a row. Yeah. We had a few battles with him. He's done great with them, and they've got a really, really good list. And the finger gets pointed when that list isn't performing.
Yeah.
So we don't know what happens inside the 4 walls in terms of, do they respect the coach? Do they lose, the love to want to play for him, or whatever it may be. But he got sacked yesterday morning. It was announced, and it just had a shade of like, fuck. There's 3 games to go for them. They're not playing finals.
Yeah.
Let the bloke see it out and then get on the front foot with all these coaches.
Yeah, for me, I believe that they should see out their contract.
Yeah.
You've got them for that year. They've started it. They should see it out, because if it was a player, players don't get delisted with 5 weeks, 6 weeks and say, hey, mate, you're not playing for us anymore.
Can you imagine that?
They are done at the end of the year. You get delisted at the end of the year. So if it's for the coach, at the end of the year, let him see his contract out. Even if they've got another year to go, fine.
Yeah. At the end of the year, that's when the review gets done.
No more games. You're out. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't like it, eh?
Don't do that. Like, we've got Ken Hinkley. He's walking away at the end of the year.
Okay, well, let me say it to you. is it better or worse? He's been there for the whole year when he knows he's not going to be the coach next year. I think they got announced early rounds, right?
It did get really early.
So has it been better or worse for Port Adelaide that he stayed there and coached and Carr hasn't come in early days and then just, done it his way?
Well, at a point, they were still a chance to play finals.
Yeah, probably round 8 or 9?
No, a bit deeper.
Really?
They were still
Oh,
sniffing.
they're lingering. They were climbing slowly.
Yeah, and they would watch out. So they still wanted to play for Ken. So that's fine. Yeah. And he's obviously a champion coach of that club. Prelim just didn't quite get to that next step. But again, letting him see out his contract, you don't just delist blokes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, I personally think it's rough. I reckon give him out. Like there's 3 games.
Yeah.
Like Goody, for example, has just won by 83 points, gets a call. You're not coaching anymore.
So do you reckon it's on actual, it's a guy getting around and he's even said in his presser, bloody Nzaya.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that was a factor?
Well, Brad Green said no, but...
Yeah, but let's tear away the bullshit.
It's hard to know because...
So you beat the worst team in the comp by 83, which is good. They could go on a 3-game win streak and then be like, okay, we found a bit of confidence.
And he said that they're actually closer than what it looks like. They're actually making steps. So for him, maybe I just feel like he should be able to see at the end of the year. And being a premiership coach, a little bit of respect there.
That's what I was going to say.
God, come on, guys. It's 3 weeks. It'll go in a blink of an eye. You're not playing finals. You can start prepping for your new coach now.
Yeah.
No worries, knowing that Goody's going to be gone. Maybe tell him, hey, mate, we're going to...
sign someone,
give him a
verbal agreement.
Give him a decent farewell ending, hey, we'll build it up.
Do it for the last round of the year.
Last round, bang, you're done.
Yeah, I had a shade of disrespect for me. That's the only thing.
I feel a little bit it's a bit disrespectful.
I know that the writing was on the wall at some stages and people were saying, okay, they need a new coach and this and that when they've been losing games that they shouldn't be losing. But you don't think that with 3 games, if it was mid-year and they announced it and there was another coach ready to go because, he's a hot property to get.
Yeah.
I understand that a little bit. But 3 games ago, it just reeks. I don't like that.
I just think round 1, if they've coached, they deserve to go all the way.
Yeah, I agree.
They've been there the whole preseason.
Unless they're tanking.
Yeah, but
sorry,
no one will do that. But
no one did it.
So I just feel out of respect, 3 games, it's nothing. Let him coach it out.
It can tarnish his brand a lot. That's what I think. If he's trying to get another gig, being sacked with 3 games ago is not good.
Well, no, it's not.
For your resume.
Well, did you see him or Vossi going first? I didn't even...
Vossi!
Yeah, exactly.
Vossi! What do you mean, brother?
But that's what I mean. I
didn't... for a fan of the game outside of the... say I'm not a Demons fan. I didn't see much about him... the talk about him getting sacked at all. How Vossi's been every fucking publication every day for a couple of months? Maybe there's some stuff going on.
It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, maybe there's some stuff going on.
So
can I ask you then, Vossi would be at home with the tightest butthole going around?
Well, would have to.
Yeah.
Because if he's seen what happened at Goody, maybe Carlton don't operate like that, but Melbourne was savage.
I'm glad they haven't operated like
that. So, again, Vossi should be allowed to see at the end of the year. Whether he's going to be there next year or not, I just feel like out of respect, he's been there through all the preseason, started round 1, let them finish the season.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think? If a team sucks and they shouldn't be sucking and the coach is in the gun, should they be sacked whatever time throughout the season, or should it be like a man and do it at the end of the year when the review happens?
That's when Yeah,
the second one's for me. Who do you reckon is going to coach them then? Everyone's saying Buckley. Buckley said he's interested.
John Longmire.
Yeah.
I think that's a good get.
And then there's Simpson.
Yep.
He was asked heavily on what's that show called with the nerd guy and Gary Lyon? They sit around a table. It used to be Mark Robinson's show.
AFL 360.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah.
He pressed him pretty hard about it and he's like, I can't give you an answer, but oh shit, that sparks my memory because Gary was talking to him saying apparently there's heavy conversation with the Melbourne team.
Yeah, okay.
Next minute, old mate gets sacked. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
I'm going to find that footage for you.
Either way, there's some pretty good candidates.
Yeah, some good.
There's good coaches.
They're like premiership coaches.
Pretty much. Buckley.
Did John... Yeah, he won one, didn't he?
Yeah, he won one. Buckley.
He
Simpson. got there. He didn't win it.
Buckley won one. Straight after old mate left. Malthouse left. He won it.
Oh, did he? Yeah, okay.
They hand over in a granny after a...
No, they lost to West Coast.
No, they've won. He's won one.
No, he didn't.
When was the...
Malthouse won it.
Who was the draw one then with?
That was Malthouse.
Yeah, and then they've won one since then. Collingwood... Oh, no, they haven't.
Yeah, they won one with Fly. With McRae.
That'd be flattening. Let's just pull up the computer, people.
Buckley lost that one with the famous runner incident in it.
Oh, just like the NRL. Nathan Buckley. Let's see if he's a premiership coach. Oh, he hasn't won one.
No. So he lost one.
Against West Coast. Against Simpson.
Yeah. So, I mean, he got there.
Nathan Charles Barkley. Well, Charles Barkley, is that a singer?
He got there.
Niles Barkley, his name is. Oh, yeah. Well, that's actually... I didn't know that, but... Yeah.
Good candidates.
It's a good candidates.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Joe. That's a good question, and I'll probably cut that a little bit short, but you know what? That's how
You'll cut it good, Rob.
I'll cut
I know
it good.
you.
All right, mate. Now, I don't watch much media, but when it is in front of me, I feel like it's saturated with the same people. Now, this came on the back of the 28-year-old virgin. Now, what's his name? What's his real name?
28-year-old male.
28-year-old male. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he on his Instagram, it was like, all he sees is like nothing against these people, but it's fair. All you see is Kane Corns, Caroline Wilson on those particular shows he was talking about, and the ratings weren't great. I think the 30th on the Sunday night, which is real, real low, and I'll show a little something there. But do you feel like there's the same people all the time? Like I'll watch some things on Instagram, I'll hear things on radio, and then I'll see them commentating the games. Like I just can't I want to see something new.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's... I know Channel 7 and Fox Footy, they have their employees.
They're contracted.
Yeah, they employ people, so they're going to use them
of course.
For everything.
Yeah, because they pay them.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they could go maybe is I'd like to see more
players on.
Players, like just put some more money, even if you have to pay them here and there for a 5-minute interview, whatever, or give them something. But that's what we want to see in the game. We want to hear it from the players.
You only see that when it's like towards the end of the career, like Zorko come doing things.
Yeah. But that's like real media. Like, for example, get Guinea on, and let him say what he wants, and don't bag him out about it. Have him on, hear it from his point of view, and leave it as is.
I'd love to see that in terms of let the players run it themselves.
Yeah. And let them
give them that platform.
Yeah, say, hey, what about this? And then just let them talk it, and whatever they say is fine.
That's
and
really
don't
cool.
cut it, and don't try to say, but this and that. Just let them say what they need.
Yes.
And then maybe on the other hand, have a look at around it potentially like podcasts, like from ex-AFL players like you and stuff, for example, or our podcast and someone else's, and just grab them maybe 1 week by 1 week and just say, hey boys, come on, make a comment about Brizzy and this week.
Yeah.
And it just could be once in a blue moon.
Yeah,
to change it up.
I like that.
And
I do
because
like
there's so many footy podcasts, even grab
mate, there's fucking millions.
And you see like Josh Jenkins do one, all these guys, grab him for, hey, come down to Geelong this week and just do a couple of comments, sit in the box or whatever, and do that with it. And they do stuff like that.
Yeah, I see that.
Just a bit more, like reach out to all aspects. You've got a great following, Rob.
Yeah.
All over, not just footy, but like...
I understand why I'm not doing that stuff though, which makes sense because I don't want to do that just yet.
Yeah, I know, but not from a professional media point of view.
I know, that's what I'm trying.
Just to grab in. You don't have to wear your suit or anything. You just wear your nice whatever kit you want to throw on. Come in, throw your 2 cents in, something different.
We've had a good conversation with someone who we just is helping out as of recent, and we're talking about that. Actually, I forgot about this. We're talking about. I think Cody Waitman, and they're doing stuff on, it might be, I don't know what station, if it's Fox or KO, whatever it is. They do some different commentating, so you can choose out of which ones you want to listen to or watch. There should be way more of that streaming aspect of having we don't want to listen to the same boring guy, not boring, but like the same professional media commentators every week. It's just, you hear and see them everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's just, that's who it is. It's hard to break in because these big companies obviously employ them from the start, and their names are hard. Like they fight to get these people on their shows and stuff. But it would be awesome to see just different aspects of commentating or personal views on radio. Like I know SEN do their thing. You have Triple M, you have Nova, all these things. But having players in the game commentating games, it'd be so much better to listen to. Just not every week, not every game. Different
because it's a fun aspect.
Yes.
We're obviously going to go on there. And I watch all the games. We can be serious, but we'll bring a more comedy.
Can you imagine us do commentating Lions and Swans?
I know, but not even that. Just
fun,
have your main guys there and just ask us what, and it just from more of a a lighter side where we don't analyze players and everything as hard and be as harsh.
It's really robotic, obviously, but I feel like someone's coming to it at the moment is doing good, and that's Dale Thomas. And I was speaking to him early days when he was just trying to get into it, and he's only doing a couple radio things here and there, and then he's doing, and when someone's stepping up because you can see it because they're in front of you all the time. So Dale, I think he was doing radio stuff with might have been Triple M with Billy Brownless and those guys. Next minute he's on, I think it was 7 AFL. Then he's standing next to Abby Holmes and these people on the desk on the ground. That's when they're stepping up. But he's brought in some fresh opinions and the way he looks at the game and some jovialness to it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's good.
So someone fresh out of game is great, especially someone who's, been pretty public his whole career and stuff. But I like to see that, and I'd like to see more players do commentating.
Yeah, and just reach across different platforms.
Yeah, so you can say, hey, we have KO right here. Boom, we're watching KO. Oh, there's another button to click on the side. It's 3 blokes. That you can, or 2 blokes, 1 girl, whatever it is. You can listen to them too if you want to watch them into it. Yeah, that'd be so cool to have that option.
Better. So,
and it wouldn't be that hard. That's an idea.
Just changes it up.
I'm just sick of seeing the same people every day.
That's fair enough.
Every day, every night.
Yeah,
I can't escape it.
Like, if they got you on, they'd be like, oh, what's this, what's this nutcase doing on tonight?
I'd get cancelled.
You know what I mean? But, like, I'm just saying, like, for example, they've got Robbo on the nutter.
Yeah,
like,
it'd be cool.
You know what I mean?
Just like...
But it doesn't happen every week. It's just a little change up. Who knows? It could happen every 5 games, 6
I would
games.
actually love to see that.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be
okay, fuck. Well, hey, we'll put that out there. We'll see what happens. All right, let's preview some big games. And by big games, I mean there's not much. Now, you were like, there's a couple good ones here.
You know me and footy.
There's a couple I'm definitely going to watch a couple of these ones. There's nothing. Yeah. There's 2 games that I would probably watch and one that I'm definitely going to watch. But the first one off the bat is the Hawks first prize on Thursday night, 7:30. MCG, baby. 7:32. Oh,
great time slot for these
This is a good one. And you can do 7:30? You like 7:30?
I like it.
What was the one that was 8:10, wasn't it?
8:10 and 7:40s. Like, it's just getting, but,
that extra 10 minutes, brother. Get my sleep fucked up.
7 o'clock at the latest. I don't know if it's got something to do with their broadcasting and their gambling things. And
well, do you know that they're cancelling all the gambling this year?
Oh.
So that's why they're putting more money, these companies putting more money into people like us next year, which we want that shit.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go. But, hey, it's 13 wins for the Hawks to 15 wins for the Pies. So it's a lot. When you look at the wins and losses, it's a lot closer than you think.
I know, and I actually was talking to someone today, and former teammate, lives with a Collingwood player, and
next day.
we're just talking. No, he wasn't a Collingwood player; it's just a former teammate who he lives with. It wasn't a Collingwood player.
I know who it is.
One of our
it's
friends.
It's a funny one.
Yeah, he's
a funny guy.
We went to Vegas with him and stuff.
Yeah, he's a funny one.
We're just chatting and obviously we're talking about footy a bit, and it's funny because he made a comment like, oh, like they got to get going, otherwise they're in a bit of trouble about Collingwood.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, that's so funny because at one stage of the year they were unbeatable, they were favourites, and just like all of a sudden everyone can just change their mindset, like, oh, they need to get going, and they're not that good. But for me, like, they're a bloody good team.
Very good team.
And it's just weird how people jump off the bus straight away.
I've seen that recently in the media. That they're just like, they were stuffing around with resting players and bringing players in.
They've been figured out, their game plan.
And look at these comments from, was it Mychek after the game? He's like, we just didn't have any synergy, of some players weren't going with the team motto and they're playing for themselves and stuff. He said that.
But it's really funny how our mindset just jumps off them straight away. They're beatable. They're not that good.
Well, I think it's the last, kind of 5 weeks.
That's what it is.
Hang on, what's going on with these guys?
That's what it is.
I like the fact that they've rested a few players and they're bringing players in now, because if the competition thinks they're beatable, mate, it's going to be a rude awakening when they're full strength and they got everyone on the park.
Exactly. So
it's mind games in one part of that stuff, but on the other side, they're just like the oldest team in the comp.
Yeah,
they need to do that.
Yeah,
they don't they don't have a bloody Fremantle with the young guns and
All
right, but it's a lot closer on the ladder than I thought. That's all
it
is.
It is. And there is this weird possibility that Collingwood can drop out still if they just lost all their games.
Isn't that crazy?
Like with the percentage, I mean, the same points they'll end up with the team, but obviously it's not going to happen.
It's not.
We just know
they're playing finals, man. Like let's be real for a second.
As a supporter of Brisbane, I'd like to not see them there because they're a genuine threat.
Yeah,
like,
that's scary.
If they didn't make it, like I'd take a deep breath and go, whew,
okay,
they're not in.
Would you rather play? Say, okay, I'm going to throw this to you as random as hell. It's a prelim. You're Brisbane. You're playing at Marvel Stadium, we'll say. It could either be Collingwood or Western Bulldogs, who say the Bulldogs finish 8th and they go on that mad dog run again like they did when they won the premiership. What team would you rather play in the prelim?
I think the Doggies.
You'd rather play against them?
Yeah, there's something about Collingwood, September, fans. They're in Melbourne. They've got an army, all right?
Yeah, they do.
It's just different.
It's
Collingwood are
perceived
different.
pressure.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. So they get to grand final day. You're versing a whole different team.
That's a great point.
You're playing Collingwood, but they're a whole different outfit.
Don't say it's because then a fan's going to get a big head.
Well, it's just the reality of it, though, Rob, and we all know that. Like they fill out the G. They're diehard supporters. It's hostile.
Yeah.
And like,
who would win a grand final last year if it was Collingwood and Brizzy?
I can't say because, well, I mean, Brisbane played the perfect game, so I'll go off that and say Brisbane. But the year before, Collingwood beat them.
Yeah, that's very true.
You can't say. But anyway, let's get back to this game.
Let's back on the Hawks and the Pies. All right, well, the last 3 games, Collingwood, let's go round 12. That's not that long ago, really, which it is 10 games ago, but 107-56. It's kind of like, it's where I think this game might go. And it's one of those things where, you know, the past 3 that they've played each other, where is it here? It's been kind of a flip around. Whereas like 2024, Hawks were obviously on a roll. Round 19 when they were firing, they didn't think they'd lose the game.
Beat them by 10 goals.
Beat them by 10
11 goals.
And then the game before that in 24, it was damn hell close. Collingwood winning by 5 points. So if you're going off that, I don't really think past 3 who gives a shit.
Yep.
But the round 12, getting pumped by 56, that's pretty.
It's a game of the best pickups. This one.
Yeah.
They've both got really good pickups.
Yeah.
Hawthorn lose Will Day.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He hasn't been there.
He didn't really get into.
He hasn't been there.
No, he got in for like 2 games. See you later, mate. That's a big loss. But like when he came back in, it wasn't like he was at his best type of shit. So, how do you see this game going?
And then
I know the Hawks.
Finn McGuinness, we know he's done. He sort of goes to Dacos. He goes to Dacos. He did something to his liver or something in the. He had something. He did something pretty bad at the end of his season in one of the games, so he wasn't feeling too well.
I don't mind the name.
Down at Tassie. So he normally goes to Dacos. So
yeah. Well, Dacos, he didn't have a quiet game last week, but Lions obviously. Oh my God, did I send you it? So everyone's praising the Lions the way they went about like nullifying Dacos after the second quarter.
Yeah.
The bastards pretty much just copied and pasted what I said. I'm not even joking. Well, like the Lions did what I said.
Yeah.
So
what do they do about Nick Dacos? Because last time they put a team sort of tag play involved, didn't work.
No. You take him out of it or you cut his stats in half.
You take that.
You fucking take that. Put Berry in the wing. Obviously, Dacos starts on ball. Mm-hmm. Dunkley takes him. Stoppages. Berry's on the wing. So he's sweeping. So if Dacos tries to bolt forward or do whatever he wants to do, Bez goes with him, and then they swap over.
Yeah, well,
that's what I'll do.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. But
Nick Dacos, tell us how the Brisbane Lions dealt with him.
Chris Fagan did, which I thought was great coaching, is put Dunkley and McCluggage up on him around stoppages, which really just curtailed his ability to get the ball at stoppage and then burst out. Dacos' numbers first half, he's the highest rated player on the ground with 17 disposals. The second half is the 23rd rated player, and I just think the way Chris Fagan's coaching at the moment, I listened to him before the game when they asked him what was he going to do with Dacos. He said, well, we're just going to play. We're going to play our style, and if it happens he gets too much, this is what we're going to do. Stuff around contest, Nick Dacos went a long way to winning that game.
The importance of Jared Berry playing the wing role. When you watched Berry in the second half in particular, he was contest coverage, which means you're almost like another mid playing that sweeper role. But you watch, he almost tracks Dacos as his line. So Dunkley can go to work. If Dacos wins the footy, the next person he'd run into would be Berry. So it's almost like you allow Dunkley to do his stuff, but you've got that little catcher there at the other side of the stoppage.
Berry was winger, and then when Dacos, Dunkley obviously went to him, and so did someone else. Maybe McCluggage went to him at stoppages, and then Berry would pick him up on the way through.
Just tracked him.
And then it was Bartel that said it. Bartel was pumped. I still sent it to you.
I seen it.
Bartel,
you didn't send it to me, but I seen the exact clip you're talking about.
Bartel said exactly what I said.
They had Berry tracking his movements. And
if we go back, put us on a big stage.
Well, I should have asked Jared Berry today on the phone.
Yeah,
I should have asked him.
What was the game plan? No, but I called that shit from a mile away because that's what we used to do. Anyway, how do you see this game going?
I'm saying that Collingwood would respond in a big way.
Yeah, because good teams do what?
They respond, but I don't know. They're just, you feel like for some weird reason they're under this like microscope at the moment for not being as good, and it's just hard for me to believe. But yeah, I would expect them to respond in a big way.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they can. I feel like the Collingwood we know will fucking slap around Hawthorn if they want to.
Yeah. But
the Hawks, they've got a lot to play for because
they do.
The teams that they're versing, these teams, what are they, 7th?
Well, they're not guaranteed to be there.
That's what I'm saying. They're 7th on the ladder. So you stink up a couple games with 3 games to go. There goes your finals, and you've been in the 8 for how long?
Yeah,
most of the year.
Exactly.
So this is a game that the Hawks are going to come out, and it's their home game. And I don't know if they have any like drums or anything cool. The fans have. I don't know what they're like anymore.
You'd expect a bit on from this game. You've got a team that's in Hawthorn that needs probably to win.
They need a win.
And you need Collingwood to respond.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. So Collingwood, they're getting like kind of trashed in the media a little bit lately. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't mind seeing this game. But you look at the past. See, that's what I mean by Collingwood. Their past 5, they've lost 3 of those. Where you wouldn't say that. No, it's 10 rounds ago or 8 rounds ago. So it's kind of worrying, but that's a close-ass game. That was a bit of a...
For mine, Collingwood will win this game
hell.
if they can prove that their defense is number one in the comp.
Yeah.
Because
Collingwood used to win these games.
Because they're getting...
They used to win those games.
Yeah.
By a point or by 2 points. Remember that?
Yeah, they were the 1 point king winners. So,
yeah, now they're not.
For me, if Collingwood win, they will prove why they have the number one defense in the comp.
Yeah. I want to see the champion data stats saying they're the number one defense. Who's saying this?
Oh, it's just going around.
From you, because I posted this the other day, and they're like, no, they don't.
It's going around from everyone.
Okay.
They reckon it's the number one defense in the comp, but they're just getting found out a bit at the moment.
They are. I agree with
So,
that. All right.
If they can show why they got that title, I believe they'll win handily.
They're not the scariest team in the comp right now.
No.
So whose title is that? We'll find out in a couple of weeks. All right, let's get stuck in the next one now. This is a grand final rematch, baby, and I didn't even realise that it was because I
told you. Because you
said like, there's no games.
What did you say? There was only 2 good games this week.
I said there was no games. I said this is the most boring round. Like this would be easiest tip round going.
And I said, put them at the grand final rematch.
And you're like, oh my god, that's true. They were in the grand final together last year.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. It is the Brisbane Lions who are sitting 3rd versus the Swans 10th. Gabba, Saturday, 4:15. Random ass time, but it is what it is.
It is random.
14 wins for the Lions and 10 wins for the Swannies.
10 wins doesn't seem
Doesn't
so
sound
bad. Hey.
With 3 games to go, if they finish with 13 wins, that's not a bad year.
Yeah.
That's just outside the 8.
Yeah. So
You need 14 plus to get in the finals. So, I don't know. This is a game where the results should be pretty obvious.
So if just a quick one.
But if the Swans win, it's holy.
Before what have we got? 3 games left of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the board at Sydney. Mm-hmm. Are you giving Dean Cox a tip for 10 wins?
No.
You're not.
No.
No.
I'd say 12.
12 and
12's like
you're happy with the first year?
Yeah.
If
He's
team-
going to come in, implement some new shit, make him do a double time trial back to back in the preseason.
Well, they're doing 3.
You're doing 3 next year.
Yep.
But I would give him a tick if it was 12 wins. So if he finished off the year with 12 wins, I'll be like, okay, that's like Collingwood will worse than that.
First year coach.
Yeah, Collingwood won the granny, didn't make finals. It happens a lot, so it's not like it's not bad. But new coach, obviously big horse left, and he was like, I can't do this anymore. But now I can with somewhere else apparently. So I feel like Coxie, he's had a year where they had a lot of injuries early.
Yep.
Which was like to their key players, not bums.
No.
And they just employed big Pavlich as a CEO.
Where did that come from?
Fucking, I don't know. Didn't I see that? I was like, is that guy a commentator?
2 WA people.
True. And they're standing like this in the photo. Bloody Coxie.
I mean, Coxie's coming there to sabotage them because of the grand final rematches and everything like that.
That's
so
true,
who knows?
No, but they've obviously they're going to do big things. They need a key forward.
Yeah.
They're going to get a key forward. I'll say they might even go after Oscar Allen and just be like, hey, you sure you're going to sign with Brisbane? Logan Morris is killing it there. You might get dropped.
Oh.
You might not.
Ooh.
Or maybe injuries worse than expected.
Yeah.
And we don't want to pick up any more injuries.
Well, there looks like a lot of key forwards on the market. Curnow.
This is the biggest trade
like
for the forwards I've seen in a long time.
Oscar Allen, they always throw Jamara's name in there.
My check apparently now.
My check. So there's
Collingwood's already offered him 1 year. And he's like,
lot of
this will be
key forwards.
Hear it here first. This is going to be either the biggest trade period going around or everyone it's all bluff.
It's just a flop.
Just a bluff, and then they get more money.
All right, let's get back to this game anyway. We're going off track. So Brisbane, Sydney, it's a grand final rematch. Not many people probably even realise because the Swannies are not up there this year.
Yeah.
But expect there to be a bit in this because any grand final rematch there is. And Brisbane come in with their premium midfielder out in Lachie Neale.
Yes, he's done a quaddie. Little quadrino. And motherfucking clickbaiters, I nearly made you have a heart attack.
Yeah,
I sent it through
did.
you, and I was like, out for the season. Then you read the fine print, he goes, home and away. Season.
Yeah, the phone nearly went like skipping stones across the water.
Who would you have called straight away if it was like for season? Would you have called just for confirmation? Who would you have called?
I would have called the doctors because I would have had a heart attack, mate.
You'd have been like, Phil.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not even.
So,
but not doing it anymore.
No, I expect.
Who comes in for him then? What do they do with the team?
I'll tell you what they do. They put Will Ashcroft in there for more time in the midfield, and I'm expecting a very big game out of him. A huge game.
All right, let's see what's Ashcroft averaging game time then. He's about
70-30 mid forward.
Where is his name?
Right there.
He's only playing 80%.
Yeah, so I expect that to go up to 90%, predominantly midfield time. Mm-hmm. So he'll be around the ball like Lachie Neale is. And pretty much just on the ball.
And then his little brother's going to take over what he was doing.
Yeah, so they'll bring Levi into the middle and
Even like Bailey and
So many
Rayner,
replacements.
they're going to start getting more on time.
But I'm expecting a big one out of Will Ashcroft. And I'd say if you're a betting man, 30 plus, put him in.
I wonder why. It's because they call him Uncle Norm.
Yes.
Because he got a Norm Smith against his team.
Kid's
Granny in
professional.
September,
He loves this. Neil's out. He'll be going, perfect time to step in.
Yep.
I'll do this. Don't get me wrong. You cannot replace a Lockie Neil. You cannot do that. But
What does Sydney need to do to win this game? Like
oh,
they've had an up and down year. 10 wins, 10 losses. Like we don't have the stats in front of us. We can go to the team stats and see what's going on. Where are they just like, okay, we're not doing great, but we can get Brisbane this way. You know Brisbane better than any bloody Nuffy fan or commentator.
Oh, well, I would worry about Brodie Grundy's form.
Okay.
And what that can do to your midfield group. If he's a dominant ruck, if he's getting his hands on it, if he's beaten, it makes it very hard. As midfielders, if your ruck cannot give you supply, it makes it very hard.
Yeah.
And we see what Footy did to him in the grand final.
Yeah.
So they're more than capable, but he's obviously in good form. And I reckon
best form.
And I reckon Brodie would probably remember
the embarrassment feeling
I would imagine
against a VFL ruck.
Yeah, but Darcy Fort, by all means, is not a VFL
We
ruck.
said
He
that.
is
We know this, Reece.
I just need to make sure that people know this.
He's a VFL ruckman, but now he's got a premiership under his belt. We both know from first hand he's not a VFL player. He's better than that.
He's better than that.
But he's behind Oscar McInerney.
So for me, where they could probably get him is if Brodie really does play a good game and make it tough on the midfield.
I love that. Because look, Lockie's out, 40's in there. Everyone remembers the fucking last time they played.
Lockie's your captain.
Yep, he's gone. So,
but you're having McCluggage just having a really good year, and you're having
mate, the whole midfield brigade.
So
Dunkley's.
For me, I don't really know where they can get him. It would be him to cause some discomfort to the midfield.
I just don't think they kick scores. So that's what I'm trying to figure out where. So we go to this. We go to summary, and you go Bulls down here. What's their scores looking like? That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad either. They're actually going all right.
Yeah.
They won 4 out of 5.
So
who's kicking their fucking goals?
But then, because I mean, I look at Brisbane and they're coming off a huge game.
Yeah.
Pressure through the roof.
Yeah.
And if they bring that, I mean, Sydney are no chance.
No, I know that, and it's at the Gabba.
Yeah.
And it's at 4:15, so it's due o'clock.
I don't have too much for you where they could probably get him.
Yeah, well, I'll just tell you then. Obviously, it's a midfield battle. You see that Lockie goes out. They're like, okay, and we've got probably one of the best ruckmans in the comp right now.
Yeah.
Like he's 1 or 2 right now, as we speak. Fuck, give us silver service. Put your guns in there. Put your best players. I don't want any 3rd or 4th strings or whoever the fuck you think might go in there. You're putting Heaney on. I would even put Papley in there just to ruffle some feathers early.
Yeah.
Like, just get him done in the midfield and then get the ball going forward and then turn up in the forward line. Lock it in as long as you can.
Yeah.
That's the only way I reckon they can win. Like, they're not going to cut them apart with ball use. The Gabba's not like that.
I mean, only probably say Brisbane's been a tad inconsistent from week to week, but
I would try and jump the shit out of them early.
And
just throw all your eggs in that basket.
And that's probably it, similar to what Gold Coast did. But again, Brisbane just had an off day and they respond in a big way against Collingwood. But
they did.
For me, it's really hard. Like Brisbane's pressure was outstanding last week. And
Put Gordon, Heaney, and then even just whack in. You don't need a tagger in there. So just put Papley in there for like the first 5 minutes. Get him into the game. Get him firing. Is he playing?
You can't play final, so try something.
Just knock some players out.
If you lose by 10 goals to the reigning champs again, so be it. Yeah. At the Gabba, it doesn't matter. But that's that game.
That's that.
All eyes on the grand final rematch.
I don't think any eyes are on it. It's 4:15. Who's watching at 4:15?
I'll be watching.
It's such a whack time.
I know.
Like, look, what's on Friday night? Like, if I see some bullshit, fucking Geelong and Essendon.
We like that because it's just Jezza watch.
Yeah, now it is. But Essendon are whack.
Yeah.
And 4:15. Who's playing that night? Oh my God, it's Port and Freo. No one's gonna fucking watch that.
No.
Just be like, oh yeah, we can do a floating fixture and put those bastards there.
Yeah, well
not there.
They seem to flood it all the time with good games.
Not there.
And then when it's games that people don't want to watch,
I don't even watch that there.
They stuff it up.
You got these 2 games.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, put them here. What the fuck is this?
Anyway, Rob Dog, what's the 3rd game you've got for me?
Yeah, all right. Well, we got my boys. It is the Gold Coast Suns. They're playing the Blues down there. Marvel, Saturday night, 7:35. So the Suns are 6th, the Blues are 13th. Now, there's some shit going to happen soon with the Blues. We don't know, but 3 games ago, they've got 7 wins, 13 losses for the year, the Blues. And the Suns are sitting handsomely with 13 wins, 6 losses. So the Blues have won the past 3, though, so that could play a part. And it's at Marvel.
the Blues, I'll tell you what's going on with the Blues. They've had more people talking about getting traded than they've had wins this year.
They have. No, they've had 7 wins. There's definitely been 7 rumours about trades.
Absolutely. So there's more people on the trade table at the Blues than they've had wins.
So just look at these names.
I know.
Silvani, Mackay's been thrown around a little bit. Walsh. Fucking
Curnow.
Apparently Curnow, he's gone anywhere. TDK. And then you got even Cripps was said that he should go to
Blake Acres.
Play for fucking West Coast or someone to help him.
Blake Acres.
Mate, they're not going to have any players.
They're not going to have anyone. I told you, there's more players getting
they're going to trade Voss
talked
to
about trade than they have had wins this year. So
it's bonkers. But the Blues have got 1 win out of the last 5 games. So they're literally in no man's land. Where my mates, the boys, where are they? These fuckers.
They're good. 4
wins out of 5 losses. Like, it could be. I have a little bit of a gut feeling this could be an upset loss for the Suns.
I don't at all.
But let me finish. But at the same time, the Blues are fucked. Oh. And I'm trying not to swear on this podcast lately, but they're fucked.
They're mega
pooped.
Mega. And I'll just give you the hot tip. If you're thinking about, potentially this could be an upset, go back to the Carlton Fremantle game and watch it from the 14-minute mark of the last quarter and watch just the diabolical state Carlton were in.
It was bad.
It was bad. Just watch that 14 minutes of footy.
You don't see many white flags being thrown up, but I didn't watch it. I watched like the last 5 or something minutes on the KO because I was just like, okay, you said it was bad on Monday. I went and watched it. They can't even touch the ball. They're going to touch the ball, they fuck the ball up.
Mate, they were spoiling each other. They were fumbling it.
The confidence is like, if I open that window, it's just being thrown out.
It's across the whole group. So
players are in self-preservation mode right now down the Blues, which is sucky, but it's a reality. If your name's getting thrown around, or I think players, they're just playing for themselves. Like, hey, we need a contract.
And I just see this one going one way. Like, I feel like Gold Coast are on a heater. And again, it's another chance for them to own the footy, implement their game plan, get some players back into some decent form with the footy in their hand. Key forwards kicking a bag, confidence up. That's how I see it.
Back as well already. Wasn't he going to miss the whole?
Yeah, Took's back. Like, this is the way I see the game going. Like
Brownlow medalist in your team coming up.
It just potentially. So
he's averaging 30 disposals now. Like, their midfield is, I don't want to say it, but probably the best midfield nearly in the comp.
It's right up there.
Like, why isn't it? Why can't we say that?
Well, we can.
Like, Witts is doing very well. Like, he's not killing it in the top 10 stats or whatever, but his presence and what he does is really good. Then you got Matty Rao, who loves eating grass, and he does everything.
Yeah, everything.
Like, everything. You got Tukey Boy, who is the best 2-way runner in the comp, and he's like a spiritual leader for the entire
thing. And Anderson's doing his thing.
Then you got Fioroni, and you got Alex Davies, who's a young player who I've seen that he's been thrown for trade as well. They just got players that can fulfill.
Flanders comes in every now and then.
They got players that can fulfill their role so well.
Well, we think they've taken the next step, and if they have, teams like this, they need to bury.
And it'd be great if Gold Coast smash them, because then you got Charlie Curnow going, oh, what?
Yeah.
Like, he's not playing. I don't think he's playing, but he'd be like, oh,
you can sell this game to Charlie.
This is the Charlie sell game. Gold Coast, if you
there you go.
Here we go. Here's the headline. If you guys want Charlie Curnow next year in your team, absolute superstar of a player, smash Carlton, and he'll be watching it. He'll be there live, just sussing out the whole team.
Well, he didn't play last week.
No, he's out for the rest of the year.
So
it means he'll be there watching.
Yeah. So
he's not going to be there.
It would be nice if he was on the field for him, but
no, because then they'll probably win.
But anyway, if they've taken the next step, which we think they have, teams like this, they should belt.
Yes, I agree.
So that's as simple as that.
We've said that before, and they have. So they're going to win the next 4 of their games.
Quick one: if they get smacked here, Carlton, does Vossi get a Simon Goodwin?
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
It just depends. They probably don't like.
They probably don't want to operate like that.
They don't want to take the limelight away from Melbourne. They don't want to be the next Melbourne.
That's true.
I'd say if we did a survey in the AFL community, that looked bad. They'd be like, if you did this look good or bad?
Bad. Yeah.
Bad. So I don't think they're going to do that.
No, let him say it out.
And they've held off for this long. Why the fuck do it now?
Let him say it out.
Yeah. Just put like a little memo out there to the coaches that are circling and be like, hey, he's probably going to get sacked. Just don't go sign Melbourne just yet.
But don't be mean to Vossi. At the same time, who cares if he's there next year?
Yeah, I don't.
He took him to a prelim.
Yeah. He's got a team. And
I think partly he's not really to blame.
I feel like people would sign with Carlton because Vossi was coach. But now if he's gone, it's like, who the fuck's next? And if all these players leave, ain't no one going to go there.
Yeah.
Ain't no one going to go there.
I wonder if Vossi's going home like, how the hell is this my fault?
He's like,
the Well, I got us to a prelim and we're struggling.
Yeah, they suck. They shouldn't have been there.
Anyway,
let's get that's it, brother. But let's get stuck in our quick tips. And when I say quick, I mean bloody quick, my guy.
Yeah.
You got 8 from 8 last week.
Ooh, I'm on a heater.
You're heating up. Oh, I'm on 6 for 8. I still haven't done the tips, like the total, but I'd say you're winning. First off the ranks, Hawks versus Pies.
Pies.
Cats v Bombers.
Cats.
Tigers versus Saints. Lions v Swans.
Lions.
Blues v Suns. Port v Freo. Giants versus Giants. Demons versus Dogs. Eagles versus Crows. That's the easiest fucking tipping ever. So it doesn't matter.
No,
We're
well,
exactly
that's exactly what we're going to go for. So
the only game that could be how you going, mate, is Hawks versus Pies.
yeah.
Other than that, it's probably... Actually, I do want to show you. There's some fucking obscure betting odds.
Oh, I had a look at this.
I've seen a couple.
And I don't
Where
really...
is it? Oh, okay, $2, $1. Sweet, that's normal.
Yeah.
This one. $21
For the Bombers to win. $1 for
Can
Geelong.
there be something? Nah,
Bruh.
There's another one too. I think it's a West Coast Adelaide. $15. That's not too bad.
Kind.
That's nice. From the bottom team, the only reason they're not
Bottom to
versus
top.
top team.
Exactly.
You guys are crazy.
Ripped off. Sportsbet ripping off.
Come on, brother. There was one more. Sorry. Could be that one. Nah, $11. It is what it is. All right, that is episode 36, preview round 22. Shit is heating up.
Yeah, we're getting real close
I don't like
to
having a
finals.
boring round, but we have one.
And we may be getting a little special guests very soon.
Yes, next Wednesday we are having a guest. I just got to find some cash for the bloke because he's one of those blokes. Next Wednesday we're having a guest on regularly throughout the rest of the season. He plays for the Brisbane Lions. He's a premiership player. He's close to our hearts. He's funny at times. I don't know what he's like. Is he funny in the media?
He's good.
We'll loosen him up.
Yeah,
we'll loosen up. We'll just
But
spread his cheek. Loosen him up.
we got some stuff to get through first. Get it all ticked off.
Yeah.
Make it sure. So
A few logistics.
if it comes through, you guys will be the first to know, and you'll see. But to always, thank you for your support to our major sponsor, Joey Fortune. Hang around. It's finals time, big fella. We're gonna need you.
We need you, Joe. Come on. And we're planning the rest of our future. We need you on board. Don't be those people. But we have the granny coming up, and we're gonna have so much fun.
Peace
out.